came through at 10 o'clock, a solar storm of chance, and she was already in the doorway with the keys in both our coats. 63 years old and grinning like a girl who's cutting school. Said there's no clouds north of Duluth, we can be there by 2. Said Ellen, you had chemo Tuesday. She said I'm aware of that. Also had a life of saying no to things like this. And that was the end of the discussion, and I got the thermos and we drove out of the driveway with the porch light burning on. The night we chased the northern lights, 4 hours up on empty roads, her feet on the dash, radio low, both of us not saying what we both knew. There's a certain kind of hurry that's got nothing to do with time. The night we chased the northern lights, the night we chased the northern lights. 2:15, a gravel turnout, county road past Cook, and we got out and it was so cold that it took the breath from us, and there was nothing black, just stars and the sound of the engine ticking. And we stood there 20 minutes and I said, honey, I don't think. And she said, shh, and she pointed, and up over the pines there was the faintest green out, like a rumor, like a smudge up. And then it moved, and then it climbed, and then it filled the whole north sky. And she made a sound I'd never heard in 38 years of marriage. The night we chased the northern lights, 4 hours up on empty roads, her feet on the dash, radio low, both of us not saying what we both knew. There's a certain kind of hurry that's got nothing to do with time, nothing to do with time. The night we chased the northern lights, the night we chased the northern lights. She said, I want to tell you something, and I want you to not talk. So I didn't. I just held her coat closed in the collar. She said, I'm not scared. I thought I would be, but I'm not. I'm just so greedy all of a sudden. I want everything. I want this. She said, promise me you'll go places, promise me you'll drive at night, promise me you won't sit in that house being sad and being good. And I said, I promise. And I meant about 40%. And she knew that. And she said, well, you'll get there. And the sky kept doing what it did. We stayed till almost 5, and then we chased the northern lights. Was 11 months before, and I had kept the promise badly, and I kept it more and more. As I turn out on the county road past Cook, and I go up in March, and I stand there in the dark alone, and I say, I love this one, sweetheart. The night we chased the northern lights. Sometimes there's nothing there at all, and I stay the 20 minutes anyway, just in case, just in case. Feet on the dash, radio low, thermos and 2 coats, 63 and grinning. There's no clouds north of Duluth. Let's go, honey, let's go. We can be there by 2. There's a bend in the river where the water runs slow, like it's thinking about which way to go. Split by a stone that's been standing for years, 2 currents whispering doubts and fears. You said we were water, we'd find our way through, but water just follows what the ground tells it to. And we carved 2 paths in the same riverbed. Now I follow one while the other's left unsaid. Listen to the river's quiet argument, every stone a question, every ripple a lament. It doesn't raise its voice, it just wears things down, turns the hardest rock to sand without a sound. And I hear it asking like it asks every day, how do 2 strangers start together in this way? There's no shouting in the water, just a patient endless plea. The river's quiet argument with me. There's a tree leaning over where we used to sit, roots exposed where the bank is split. Just like us, it's holding on somehow, half in the water, half solid ground. I come here when the silence gets too loud, stand where we stood, try to figure out if it was gravity or pride pushed us apart, or just the slow surrendering of the heart. Listen to the river's quiet argument, every stone a question, every ripple a lament. It doesn't raise its voice, it just wears things down, turns the hardest rock to sand without a sound. And I hear it asking like it asks every day, how do 2 strangers start together in this way? There's no shouting in the water, just a patient endless plea. The river's quiet argument with me. Sometimes I think the river wants us back, it keeps returning to the same worn track, Maybe we just let the current take control. Maybe we forgot how to let go. But the river keeps its argument with me. It never stops flowing, it never lets me be. Every time I think I found my peace of mind, the water pulls me back to what I left behind. There's no answer in the silence, just the sound of moving on, and a love that's still resisting being gone. I stand here where we parted, where two hearts learn to grieve. The river's quiet argument I can't leave. The sun falls low, the shadows stretching young, and still the river argues on the water's bend, hoping someday there'll be one again. But I just walk away and let the river be, carrying its quiet argument home with me. County Road 12 got renamed in the spring. He put up a green sign with a stranger's name. Some senator or soldier that nobody here knew. And the old wire post came down like it never was, but my grandmother still calls it the Hollis Road. The family that cleared it out with mules in hands, and her mother called it something older, still you. A word in a language nobody in this county speaks. There's a road beneath our names. There's a road beneath the road. Every layer of the people who came through and let it go. You can paint it, you can paint it, you can call it what you want, but the dirt remembers everybody, and the dirt don't ever stop. There's a road beneath our names. I walked it with my father when I was 7 years old. He'd point and say, that's where the Coleman place burned down. There's a ditch your uncle rolled his truck in '64. That's the oak where I first kissed you, little mother, don't you tell. And I thought he wasn't just talking, just an old man filling air, be playing something down in him from a smile while I was a man bearing him house and listened to the dang old 40 years from then when he was road beneath our names. There's a road beneath the road. Every layer of the people who came and let it go. You can paint it, you can paint it, you can call it what you want, but the dirt remembers everybody, and the dirt don't ever stop. There's a road beneath our names. They're whiting it this summer, thinking 20 feet a yard, gonna cut through Hollis fast, you're gonna take the lead, you know. And I went to the county meeting, and I stood up and I spoke, and I lost the way you lose those things. The light in a room, we're driving home, look at the window in the warm, I thought they can't take the layer, they can only add their own. Someday somebody's grandchild's gonna call it something else, and now it'll be this road, and under that are bones, and under that the ones who never got a name at all. So there's a road beneath our names, with just one child, one to let them raise on a thing that won't be fixed. I know I can wheel and slide inside them spaces where your great-grandmother's kitchen was. That's the old before they came. There's a road beneath our names. There's a road beneath our names. Hold it, honey, hold it. It's on West Middle Track, dear trails, the language gone before the first of us saved us. Saved us. The sound of leaving home. It isn't the door, everybody thinks it's the door. It's the second cabinet from the left, the one that never shut right. It's your father in the kitchen at 5, making his coffee and trying to be quiet and failing the way he always did. I heard it every morning of my childhood through the floor, and I heard it the last morning when I had the car packed. And I lay there in that bed at 18 listening to him, not saying goodbye, just making coffee, hoping I'd come down. It's the sound of leaving home. It's not the engine, not the gravel, it's some small domestic noise that's been going on your whole life without you. And you hear it once from the outside and you know that you're already gone. It's the sound of leaving home. That's the sound of leaving home. I went down, I want you to know I went down that morning. Sat sat there while he made me eggs I didn't have the stomach for. And he talked about the tires and the route and the weather in Missouri, and neither of us said a single true thing for an hour. Then he walked me out and put his hand flat on the roof of the car like he was blessing it or holding it. And then I said, "Can you say well?" And that was all we had. And I drove out and I watched him get small, and I have never gotten over it. That's the sound of leaving home. It's not the engine of the gravel, it's some small domestic noise that's been going on your whole life without you. And you hear it once from the outside and you know that you're already gone. It's the sound of leaving home. That's the sound of leaving home. He's 96, I moved him in with us last April. Different house, different state, and the kitchen's all wrong for him. And he gets up at 5 like he's done for 60 years. And there's a cabinet here that doesn't shut right either. And I lie in bed and listen to him being quiet, battling at 49 years old. The sound came back, the sound came all the way back. And I know exactly what it means this time, and I know exactly what it means this time. It's the sound of leaving home, and I'll be hearing it a while. Every morning that I get it, thank God, someday soon it won't come and the house will be too quiet. And I'll go down and find myself and make the coffee badly just to make the sound, just to make the sound. It's the sound of leaving home, and I'll keep it going as long as I'm around. Second cabinet from the left, don't you dare fix it, don't you dare fix it. Let it bang, let it wake me every day. Nobody in my family ever told the truth in daylight. Daylight was for church closing fine and how are you? For casseroles and cousins and the door screen swinging shut, and 100 years of manners doing what manners do. But the porch light drew the moths in and the humid dark came down, and somewhere around midnight all the pretty went to bed. And my mother'd sit out there with a cigarette she swore she quit, and say things in the dark she'd never say inside her head. Carolina after midnight, the only hour we will read cicadas in the pinups. And the honest thing, you finally feel the whole state holds its breath between the last light and the first. And whoever's still awake out there gets to say the worst and best. Carolina after midnight, Carolina after midnight. I was 17 and busted, came and passed two with beer on me. And she was in the rocker and she didn't turn her head. She said, "Sit down," I sat down. I was ready for the whole thing, and instead she talked for one whole hour about herself. Told me about her boy in 71 and a bus to Charleston. Told me what she gave up and how she'd never asked for thanks. Told me I'm not mad about the beer, I'm scared you'll be like me, light and disappointed on a porch for 50 years. Carolina after midnight, it's the only hour we were real cicadas in the pinups. And the honest thing, you finally feel the whole state holds its breath between the last light and the first. Whoever's still awake out there gets to say the worst and best. Carolina after midnight, Carolina after midnight. She's 4 years ago, out there's one room, face no spaces, there a place I'll be around mothers when they're sat out on that porch till the sky went gray and touched. But the leaving about the years I didn't call, and the cicadas didn't stop and the heat didn't break. And I don't know if she heard me, but I know I finally said it all. Carolina after midnight, I got a daughter, now she's 9. And she came out on the porch last night, couldn't sleep, said the room felt strange and wide. I could've sent her back to bed, Lord knows that's but I almost let it sit down, baby, let me tell you about my mother when she was a kid. Carolina after midnight, Carolina after midnight, it's where I learned to trust. There's an oak tree standing where we used to stand, its branches reaching empty toward a pale October sky. I come here every autumn when the air gets thin and cold, to watch the leaves let go of all they've known. You left with the season, said you needed change. I stayed with the tree, watching everything rearrange. Now every drift of amber falling soft against the ground sounds like your name when there's no one around. I carry the weight of fallen leaves, everyone a memory that won't leave. They pile up against my chest, like all the words I never said. And the branches bend but don't break free under the weight of fallen leaves. There's a sweater in the closet that still smells like you, and a photograph where both our smiles were true. I try to box up autumn, put it on a shelf, but the color of your leaving stains everything it's left. The neighbors think I'm fine now, they see me raking piles. They don't know I'm counting every loss in miles. And the bare trees in the winter are honest, cold and plain, but I miss the cover of the leaves that hid our pain. I carry the weight of fallen leaves, everyone a memory that won't leave. They pile up against my chest, like all the words I never said. And the branches bend but don't break free under the weight of fallen leaves. Spring could come and wash away the gray, if I could find the green beneath the decay. But some seasons end and don't come back around, and love is just a leaf that finally comes unwound. So I'll carry the weight of fallen leaves, let them bury what I used to be. So one day I'll rise from the ground, new roots, new branches found, and the tree will stand through winters along, singing its quiet, leafless song. The oak tree stands where we used to stand, bare and patient in the cold, unfeeling land. And I walk away but leave behind a part, under the weight of fallen leaves, this weight of fallen leaves. He'd go missing about twice a summer, my brother, when we were small. And Mama sent me out and I'd know exactly where to look. Out past the Mauer line where the field goes waist-high wild, where the timothy and the foxtail close up over your head. You can't see anything in there, that's the whole appeal. Just green on every side of you and sky straight up above. And I'd walk the whole thing calling and he never once called back. And I'd find him flat on his back in a little pressed-down room. Through the tall grass is where he went when he had to go. Not away, not anywhere, just down into the middle where nobody sees you go. Some people need a door, some people need a field. Through the tall grass, he was different, that's the word they used in 1979. And they've got 100 better ones and none of them would have helped him. Cause the problem wasn't him, it was a town of 40 families, where a boy who wouldn't play ball was a thing you had to explain. So he had the field all summer, every summer till he didn't. Till he was 17 and the field wasn't big enough anymore. And he went out to Seattle and he did alright out there. And I only ever saw him about 11 more times. Through the tall grass is where he went when he had to go. Not away, not anywhere, just down into the middle where nobody sees you go. Some people need a door, some people need a field. Through the tall grass. He called me in October, first time in maybe 3 years. Said, do you still have the farm? I said, I've got it, it's not much. He said, is the backfield still standing? Do you still let it go? And I said, I've never cut it, not once, not in 40 years. And there was a long quiet on that phone, and then he said, okay, and then he said, okay again, and then he had to hang up. And he came out in July for the first time since our mother, and he was 61 years old, and he walked out through that gate, and he didn't come back for 2 hours. And I let him, because that's the only thing I ever knew to give him. And it turns out it wasn't enough. Through the tall grass, it cost me maybe $40. Not to hit that field each season, and I pay $4,000 easy, and I pay it every year, cause somewhere out there in the middle there's a little press down room piece of it wild. Whoever in your family has to disappear a while. Timothy and Foxtail up above your head, green on every side and nothing but the sky. Nobody calling, nobody looking. Lie down, stay as long as you want. Somebody'll be at the house when you come out. Somebody'll be at the house. Screen door swings in the midnight breeze. Crickets keeping time with the old oak trees. You laid your jacket on the dew-wet ground, said lie down with me, watch the sky come round. We counted satellites like fireflies, made up names for constellations in the skies. Your hand found mine in the August dark, two lost souls leaving their first mark. Under a blanket of stars, we told the truth about who we are. No walls between us, no miles apart, just two hearts beating in the dark. And I swore I'd never let you go, under that blanket of stars aglow. You pointed out the North Star, steady and true, said that's how I'll always find my way to you. I traced the Milky Way with my trembling hand, felt like we were part of some bigger plan. We talked till the morning, pulled the night away, watched the blue hour, watched the gold away. And in that moment, time stood still, two young hearts with an unbroken will. Under a blanket of stars, we told the truth about who we are. No walls between us, no miles apart, just two hearts beating in the dark. And I swore I'd never let you go, under that blanket of stars aglow. Now the years have scattered us like seeds in wind, but that night still lives where it began. And when I feel alone beneath the endless sky, I close my eyes and I'm right back there with you, under that same white sky. Under a blanket of stars, I still feel who we were. No time between us, no fading scars, just two souls reaching for the stars. And though we travel different roads, under the blanket of stars, we're still whole. So when the night comes soft and low, I look up where the heavens glow, and I know somewhere you're looking too, under the same wide wondering blue. And we're not as far apart as it seems, under a blanket of stars and dreams, under a blanket of stars. Under a Tennessee moon, the band played till 11, the fairgrounds outside Cookaville, and everybody drifted to the parking lot to drink. And you were leaning on a skylark with your boots crossed at the ankle, and I had no business talking to a girl who looked like that, but I did, God knows how. Said something about the bass player, and you laughed at us, you laughed Dave, and I have chased that sound since, and we walked out past the light poles where the field went black and warm. There was nothing over us but Tennessee and moon, under a Tennessee moon. 19 and out of our minds, hold up ahead like a highway, and not one reason to be kind to the time. You said I've gotta be home by 1, and I said then let's not waste it, under a Tennessee moon. We got married in October, which everybody said was foolish, and they were right, we were too young, we didn't know a thing. And we had 11 hard years and 2 babies and a bankruptcy, and a night in 1990 where I nearly walked away. But you came out on the porch and sat down and didn't touch me, and you said, you remember the fairgrounds outside Cookaville, do you? And I said, every day. And you said, well, those two are still in here, and I'm not throwing them out over a bad year and some money, under a Tennessee moon. 19 and out of our minds, hold up ahead like a highway, Tennessee moon. It's been 41 years, the fairgrounds is a Walmart. The Skylark went for scrap in 96, I sold it myself. Your hands shake now and mine do too, and the kids have kids and we go to bed at 9. And neither of us mind, for last August I drove us out past the county line at midnight. Didn't tell you where, just said get in, I've got an idea. And I parked in a soybean field about a mile from where it was. And I cut the engine and I said look up, there it is, the same one. And you didn't say anything for a long while, and then you took my hand and you said I've got to be home by 1. And I said baby, we already home, we've been home the whole entire time. Under Tennessee, 7 years old and holding hands, and I rented for in a stranger's field with a couple of kids with a couple of plans. It never got better than this, it never got worse than we could carry, and whatever's left I'll take it, so long as I can take it. Tennessee moon, honey, same one still. Roll the windows down, let the field come in. Cicadas in the warm, the smell of green, 19 and 7 at the very same time. Under a Tennessee moon, under a Tennessee moon. Don't go home yet, don't go home yet. Pastel evening, 9:05. Clouds like watercolor lines. You're sitting on the hood of my car, tracing shapes into the dark. Wind is gentle, barely there, moving slowly through your hair. You say, let's not go home just yet, like the night's not finished with us yet. Streetlights flicker one by one, like they're watching what we've become. Under soft skies, everything feels true. No sharp edges in your eyes, just a quiet blue. No need to explain, no need to disguise. We're just two hearts under soft skies. Your laughter floats into the air like it's lighter than my fear. You talk about the life you chase, if you could leave this place. I tell you I'd follow through, if it meant I'd follow you. And for a second we believe in every word we speak. Time moves slower in this hue, like it's rooting for us too. Under soft skies, we're brave enough to try, letting all the maybes hang there in the sky. No past away, no goodbyes, just quiet home under soft skies. Maybe when the morning wakes, we'll go back to small mistakes and the weight of what we owe to the world we barely know. But tonight the air is kind, and your hand is holding mine. Under soft skies, stay with me in this fragile clarity. If love fades with the light, like day and night, I'll still remember how we felt under soft skies. Pastel evening turning gray, you slowly pull away, but somewhere in that gentle blue, I'm still with you under soft skies.